They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe. Despite being 6'5" tall, one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been. The Gypsy.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time. And there's the bell to start the round. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Right hand. They block the jab. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Dig into the ribcage now. Big hook, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move.
Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Cards, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? To see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Tried to score with a jab. Very competitive round here so far. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
He just misses with that jab. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter. How about that? This round still has with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bowe in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Can they figure out the combination to this shape? They won't give us a second to catch our breath.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being moved. Look the size of an average man.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They miss with the jab. Nope, that hook won't score. Not a lot of defense here at all. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? So close with that uppercut. Nice stop. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. That uppercut doesn't land.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? That punch scores. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. What a nightmare scenario! Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown.
1, 2, 3.
Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changed. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
We got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Quick punch scores.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Back and forth they go. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bowe in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to... And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. These two were made for each other. Good one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Bowe in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He misses with that jab. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that jab not going to score. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Didn't land that jab. Pretty close fight here in this round. Insane action!
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bowe in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
These two fighters are made for one another. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had... What's the referee thinking right now? How is this fight? And he is forcing him to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
To put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. I know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is...